As you hold your standards pretty high, everything else is pretty easy. After you do so many, have the whole process memorized, we will give it the old shakedown. It's nice to tell the customer, hey, look, there's this impact damage or that. This is a pretty good example of an R8. Don't really see anything going on. Did have the protective film installed on the front, which is pretty nice. See a little bit here. This is a small little detail I like to present to the customers. There we have it, PPE. Also, Audi does a very good job with their paint. Accidents or had a touch up here and there. That's why you're going to see me do a lot of this, which there's a little something here, but that might just be the actual protective film. It does go all the way up to here, the end of the front fender. Carbon fiber is in good shape. It's not cracked. Look at the rotor, especially since they are carbon ceramic. Try to look for any defects or any cracks. It's got the ceramic brakes. The rotor should be lifetime on the car in theory. You see how these parking sensors are pretty centered, I should say. Any kind of accidents, these are usually a little bit, they're biased. We also have this little gasket here. Sometimes that's not installed when it gets replaced. Kind of give away body shop work. Starting from underneath, usually look for scrapes, dings, cracking. Pretty good indication. Bumped into something fairly hard. And then just looking at tire tread. Overall, it looks in pretty good shape. Most of the time with cars of this caliber, they don't get driven very often. Tires are definitely something that does give up the ghost, as they say. See a little bit on this particular tire. It is only biased towards the inner front spoiler. Number one thing to get taken out. And this one's in pretty good shape. No cracks, no scrapes. These type of cars demand a certain level of attention. Now I just got to document for the customer. They have it on their end.
Now, do you think doing a purchase inspection is wise across the board, any vehicle?
Good question. The way I see it is usually a car is people's second biggest investment, right? So I think it's a high value possession for everyone. And I think everyone should have some kind of inspection done on their vehicle. So that way, in case something is leaking or something's not right, it will be found before you're into it. That's happened quite a few times that I've come across. Carfax doesn't show everything, so you got to be very careful with that. You just got to have someone you can trust, but more importantly, bring you peace of mind. My philosophy is, and anything I do, is just make sure the receiving consumer gets peace of mind, and I think that's worth every penny. But you also got to remember too, we're not into checking individual fuses, but overall, you will get a pretty good in-depth understanding of what you're buying.
That's a good point, though. You do like a home inspection before you buy a home, and really, what is the second most expensive investment?
Car.
Right.
We're thankful we have customers like this that come in and do trust us. I'm more than happy to tell them, hey, don't buy this. As far as this goes, I'm going to take tread depth, brake measurements, and I'll go from there. Make sure you get the official Audi tire tread gauge. Operation door. I think I'm just going to drop this panel so you can look at the engine. Right now, I'm just looking for any kind of oil leaks, any kind of coolant leaks, other accessories and AC compressors and water pumps.
So you did take it for a drive.
Real quick, did drive this on the highway and it drove buttery smooth. Mainly is engine performance under very mild load. Put a big load on the engine, go to the highest gear you can, and then you accelerate under that heavy gear to see how the engine does it when you lug it. On the highway, tire vibrations, engine performance, shifting. See how it does as you're merging on the highway, see how it shifts. One in particular was wind noise that I really did pay attention to. See what gear you're in, go down progressively, come to a complete stop, and then just coast off again. Kind of like how the customer would drive it, really. And then when you do bring it in, that's when you kind of go in there, you start pressing all the buttons. Lights, seat warmers, radio, wireless phone charger.